Welcome to the Yami Shibai discussion, hosted by me, the Germ, joined by the lovely Ghosty.
Hey, let's go.
It's like the dictionary in my mind opened and there was no words.
Lovely.
I need something. I need something.
I appreciate the effort. It's okay. You've got a difficult job ahead of you this week, reading these slides. So
it will be an interesting episode to do.
And I will do everything in my power to derail the experience for you.
Right away, right away. So, without further ado, because this is probably going to be a long read, step right up and have a look. It's time for Yami Shibai.
Let's go. This is the last episode of the season.
Oh, yes. Good call. Last episode of season 3, episode 13, Drawings. And yes, it does have those two things on the side of it for some reason. No idea why they did that.
Looks more titly.
Yeah. Maybe like as like an ending thing? Who knows? But this week, we zoom out from the boy drawing at the start of every episode. What?
This really caught me off guard.
Yeah, it's good bait switch.
They set up the format for so long.
Yeah. And a student teacher walks into frame, saying how excited she is to start her first day. She scans the playground, seeing the boy drawing by himself. Then spots 3 children playing together. I didn't know. We both missed that I have playing twice.
Oh, yeah. Your brain corrects those things out.
Yeah. I want to point out because I just noticed it.
I was distracted that it looks like the kids are playing in the Olympic rings or something.
Oh, you're right.
I love this game.
Let me reread it how I have it down. Then spots 3 children playing together.
They're playing the game of playing.
Yeah, together. She approaches the boy, wishing him a good morning. He gives her the cold shoulder, walking away without saying anything.
That's a serial killer ass face if I've ever seen one.
No emotion in that face. She looks back over to see if 3 children have disappeared. I assume she shrugs it off in between scenes, because now we're in the school. We learned that she's a student teacher, and she's being introduced to her new class. The class asks her a bunch of silly questions, and she thinks to herself how happy she is to have a fun class.
The questions are not really fun at all. They're just kind of weird. I'd be annoyed.
Stereotypically, this is apparently things kids ask in Japan.
I see. Yeah.
Both young and teenagers.
Huh.
Yeah.
Weird.
She spots the quiet child from the park, sitting in the back, looking out the window, not interested in what's going on in the classroom. And he looks like he only has one leg.
Oh, yeah. Or his other leg is the kid's right arm. It could be either.
Who knows? Now, at the end of the day, she stands at the school gate, waving goodbye to all the children. She crosses path again with the quiet boy and calls out to him, "Hey, you're in my class. Will you draw me?" He says, "That's boring. I don't want to," and walks away. Serial killer.
Like one of your French girls.
Yep. This is a teacher and student. Shush. That's inappropriate. Cancelled.
I had no intention.
That line is going to be with us for the rest of the time, I think.
What? Oh, the French. Yeah. I thought you meant that's boring. I don't want to.
No, not that line. Yeah, that line's going to be most memorable line of the episode. The class teacher walks up behind, saying 3 children have gone missing, and they're last sighted in the park. Thank you for the narration, teacher. Now, leave for the rest of the episode. Thank you.
The weird thing about this scene, though, is that he's so calm. He's almost like annoyed. He's like, "Oh, those dang 3 kids went missing." Like, bro, it's your job to make sure these go missing. Like, what the heck?
They're children. She's heading home late at night. She comes across the lonely boy sitting in the middle of the street, drawing someone in a telephone booth. Oh, how silly. Her eyes adjust to the darkness and sees the man in the telephone booth has combined with the phone, a new head growing from his.
Gross.
Very creative. Like speakers for ears and mouth, the rotary dial around the eye.
I see what you mean by combined with the phone now.
Yeah.
I didn't see his face was stuck to it as well.
Mm-hmm. Yep. I mean, I look at these like 4 or 5 times individually while I'm going through these.
Very thoroughly.
Yeah. The kid looks backwards, but the student teacher is out of sight behind a telephone pole. The next day, she teaches the class thinking, that boy ain't right.
That boy ain't right.
So we go over these just to like make sure everything's above board. And I hid this from Ghosty until now. This is the first time you see.
I was very surprised. How did you hide this? You just hit next twice?
What I did was I had the slide in front of that boy ain't right. So I had this slide transition away into that boy ain't right.
Smart.
This is when I messaged you a few weeks ago going, I want to put a meme in. Can I put a meme? Do you think it's a good idea?
I forgot about that.
Yeah.
I'm glad you did. We need more memes, I think.
It's
boy ain't right.
It's so perfect. Boy ain't right. After school, she follows the boy. She watches him draw a giant bird eating a man or just holding his head in its beak. I don't know why I love this image. It's
pretty crazy looking. It can go a lot of ways.
Every time I look at it, I still get a new chuckle. Anywho,
just watching this kid do like terrible stuff. She should probably do something about this.
Run over and smack the notebook out of his hand or something.
He definitely needs some kind of smacking, that's for sure.
She looks in horror, but the boy seems to be having a grand time.
That's a great image. He's like so happy.
Yeah. I did debate using this one for the thumbnail for the video, but the telephone person is so much better.
I'd click on the telephone person.
Yeah. She follows him to a department store where a man gets chased by a mob of mannequins. Ah, watch out! One's coming right at us! The next day, she sits at the front of the classroom, thinking about the boy. That boy ain't right. She loves that meme. She noticed the boy's notebook left at his desk. She picks it up and flips through it. She comes across a page where a many-legged giant is picking up the children who disappeared at the park. It was very hard to describe what was going on in this scene.
No, you did well.
Yeah.
It's actually a pretty good drawing for a kid, I gotta say.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's because he's evil. Evil kids are good at everything.
Yeah, true. They're gifted.
She hears a pencil. What I should have put is she hears a pencil sketching, and finds the boy with another sketchbook, drawing something, looking at her. He's so quiet.
Yeah, I didn't have any commentary for that one.
Yeah. He says, "You're much more interesting to draw now." And all the monsters of this season appear behind her. I guess the official monster of this season is the telephone one.
Which one?
Yeah. Behind her left shoulder.
Oh, yeah. I see.
But we can we can look at this more detailed later.
It's a good slide.
He reveals his face from behind the sketch pad, and it seems to fall off like dust. Whoa. And he's revealing the yellow mask from the last 2 seasons.
Whoa.
The end? Wait, this is the end from the last 2 seasons. What's going on here? Someone call the manager. Supervisor? Oh, we see the original mask guys giving the show to the children in the park again, just like the last 2 seasons.
How peaceful.
We see the children with their mouths agape in surprise. The end again? Oh, the children again, but their skin color is different from last time. The end? We switch back to the children. They look messed up. One has like fingers growing out of her head. There's a boy who's going bald with a big old chin. And the other one's cheeks are just huge, like chipmunks.
They're kind of turning like freakishly ghoul-like, I guess.
Yeah, I'd almost describe it as corpse color. At least two of
They
them.
look like Jujutsu Kaisen monsters.
You're right, they do. The end. But is this the real one? Is this the end?
I think yes.
Nope.
Oh.
We are back with the children who look even more like vegetables than human now.
Gross.
I wanted a quick way to describe what they look like without going into too much detail. Vegetables. Fifth end. Back to the children who are even more messed up. No one believes this is the real end again.
Mm-mm.
Back to the children. The end. Oh, the child, now wearing the mask, is now telling the stories in the park. We hear the child's voice say, "The end." It's the real end this time.
Is it?
Yes, it is.
Kind of. The actual end.
It is the actual end.
Cool.
Yeah.
What an episode.
I had quite a lot of fun with this episode.
It was so much different than anything else they've done so far.
Like, I really wonder if they got a lot of complaints it wasn't like the first two seasons and they doubled down.
Oh, you like the first two seasons? Well,
get ready for like 8 endings. Here we go.
it almost made it feel like they were planning something like this for the whole 3 seasons, and it was just an exercise in restraint until this point.
Wait till the 100th episode.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I'm excited now. That's awesome.
I would tell you this now because I know there's no way you're going to remember. It has a similar crazy twist. Less psychedelic, though. Less psychedelic.
Everything about this, like the lead up of seeing the kid drawing the whole season, like you don't really know what that means.
Yeah, you don't think it's going to play into anything.
The subversion of expectations, because they show you that every single episode until this point.
Yep. And I love all the heads behind him too. That's like the mask, and it's hard to tell, but like in the first 12 episodes, the mouths would move and nothing else would move in this scene. But now all the heads are bobbing together. Even the child's like,
they're going heavy metal.
Yeah. I love that rap at the end.
Do you think it was supposed to be that every episode this season was just drawn by this boy? Is that the implication?
So the question, I've saw this come up in the comments as well, and I don't think I grabbed any of the comments. I might have. Is he drawing it, or are the ghosts telling him what's going to happen?
Maybe.
Yeah. It's hard to know. And I think it's better to be ambiguous about it.
Because when he face revealed, it was... is he possessed by the masked ghosts? Or was it just like, oh, this is actually the Yami Shibai?
It could really be either.
Guy.
Yeah.
And
I like it that it could be either.
There's also this implication that the guy who's been showing us the episodes the whole time somehow has some doing in them.
So he's doing them? Oh yeah, maybe.
Yeah, he's like part of it somehow.
Yeah. There's a hair going into my ear that's really bothering me. So
it's the
itchy.
downside of headphones.
Yep. Like this, I just really enjoyed this episode. It
was really good. Yeah. I feel like if you were complaining about the season earlier, which a lot of people were doing on Crunchyroll,
I tried not to bring it up too much.
It's kind of like Uno Reverso.
Yeah.
You fool.
Oh, the comments love this episode. For good reason. Yeah.
It's a real like reward for staying through the whole season.
Yeah. I think there were many high points, but there were more low points in the last 2 seasons.
Yeah, I would agree with that. I mean, season 1 was still the best one.
So far, like consistently. Season 2 had the lowest.
More than anything in season 2.
Season 2 had the lowest episode, like the lowest point of all.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah. And like, keep in mind, even season 1 had that toilet episode, which I know I wasn't a huge fan of. I don't remember what your opinion of it was.
I thought it was okay.
Yeah.
Not as bad as the kid episode.
Now,
Taro-chan. Now-chan. Now-chan.
what do you do with that episode?
It's just so bad. It'd be funny if this kid was Now-chan growing up or something.
Yeah, that's the big
If he
twist.
called him
He's not.
Now-chan.
He's not the storyteller. He's now Chan. That would be funny. Oh. So when the teacher walks up to him and he doesn't talk to her, like, he actually, I think, is doing the right thing there, because stranger danger. He doesn't know who she is.
Oh, that's true. That's true.
Yeah.
But then later she tries to talk to him again. And,
That's when he's impolite. Yeah.
Yeah.
He should know who she is by now. She's the student teacher. Yeah, and they say that children don't go outside to play anymore.
Oh yeah, everybody was playing outside in this episode. It kind of looks pre-cell phone though.
Well,
There's no kids playing Game Boy or anything.
I think they make it on purpose, so it's hard to pin down the time frame for it.
Yeah, that's true. Very ambiguous.
Yeah. So, one critique about this episode, I think it had too many endings.
Oh, I disagree.
You think he loved that?
It had no start, and then you never know where the ending was. Did it even end? We don't know.
Personally, I would cut those endings in half. It felt like a
No
lot.
way. The more the better. No fun.
Anything else you want to say about the episode? Oh, we should go back to some of the images from it.
I was going to mention that, but it's so far back that I was like, I didn't want to make you do it.
I'll find it, because I can jump back really easily. Now let's see. Shall we go to where all the monsters appear first?
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm
So
trying to remember what some of these were from. Like, what was the horse guy from?
Horse guy, the one on the left, her right shoulder.
Yeah.
That was from
Oh, her
Merry Go Round.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Now I remember.
That was one of the more recent ones.
The rat woman, I remember.
Yeah. The twisted one. I don't remember what that one was called.
I don't remember
Like,
that one either.
It was the classroom with the boys with the twisted heads.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
And then the first episodes, Lend It To Me. That one is a classic.
I remember that one, yeah.
The very forgettable Museum of Taxidermy.
Oh, I remember that one very well.
Do you?
Yeah.
I thought that was
I
the
think
most.
partially.
Yeah.
There's not many episodes that take place in the countryside, so that
That's
makes
true.
it kind of stand out in that way.
How about the one behind the taxidermy's right shoulder?
It's the festival one.
Yes, that side festival. That one is probably way more forgettable. And hidden
It's kind
behind
of-
there is the chef from the noisy
the
hospital room. Yeah.
I was trying to figure that guy out.
Yeah.
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 It's hard to see.
And then that takes up way more space than any other monsters. The Empress doll.
Oh, well, that was like the very signature jump scare of the
Yeah.
season, I guess.
Ah.
That was kind of the worst jump scare
Yeah, probably. Then the telephone guy from this episode.
we just saw.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The mermaid looking over.
Episode.
And then the
the cuckoo clock.
the knot pigeon.
And
Do you remember these last three
I
from her
remember
left
those
shoulder?
kids.
They did play a prominent role. If I go
but I
like
can't
this,
remember.
does that help?
No, not at all.
Those are actually spider legs.
Oh yes,
Yeah.
yes. I remember that.
And of
But
course- Yeah, sorry.
I don't remember that angry face at all.
You might recognize him if he had his mouth open.
Oh yes,
Yeah.
yes, I do now.
The fourth
That's
man.
the handshake guy.
Yep.
Yeah. And the best thing about this image is we can reuse this in our recap episode,
Mm.
and it's gonna go great.
I'm actually building that episode right now, and I have not used this image yet. Where do you think I should put
Well, it's free real estate.
it? I was very tempted to use this one as a thumbnail, but I think it's a little too, like, it could, like, it's all the episodes, not just the last one.
I don't know. I think it's okay.
We'll see what it ends up being. Any other
Any
slides you
others-
want me to visit? Go ahead.
I was going to ask you the same question. I think I'm okay, unless there's anything else you can think of.
I don't remember if I grabbed the comment or not, but this might be the mall from previous episode.
Oh, I was thinking about that too. The elevator one where the doors open and close. Yeah. I couldn't remember if there was mannequins in that or not.
Well, there is one mannequin.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So maybe it is. That was season 2, I think.
Yeah, I believe that was season 2. I don't know if I grabbed that comment. I hope I can thank the person for pointing that out to me.
Yeah, we thought of it too. I take credit.
You both did. You both did. So let's go to the comments.
Jupiter, or Jupiter, depending on how you prefer to interpret their name, says, this helps to explain why all the monsters in the previous episodes were kind of goofy in appearance. Oh, this is a backhanded comment. Silly creatures brought to life through a child's or childlike demons drawings. That actually makes sense. Bravo, Yami Shibai.
I thought that was a very good comment. I think we touched on that too, though.
I think the way they worded it is kind of insulting, though. It's like, oh, all the monsters were so crappy because you were just drawing them like a child.
But look, think about the chef guy. Like, ho, ho, ho. So,
That's true.
Snap Happy FMA says, great ending. And we get to see Narrator San again. Happy face. So many people were happy to see the Narrator San again.
Oh, why? Nostalgia, I guess. Hell of a drug.
He's like the face of this series, so it's understandable.
That's true.
Yeah.
Zach Gunner said, now that a story. I'm showing this to my mom to see her reaction.
And then 6 years later,
Sheol01 said, have a great life as an orphan.
It's so good. I hope they saw that. That's so funny.
That was kind of wholesome, showing it to their mom. I don't think she would enjoy it, but good luck with them.
I don't think so. It depends on the person. From Anime Fan 500. Wow, that sounds like a made-up name. It sounds like I made that up on the spot. Goodbye, Shiba Bai's the third season. Bye.
Wow.
I wanted the wave of the screen.
The
Nope, that didn't go through.
That was some interesting audio effects.
I bumped the microphone. Hopefully it didn't screw everything over.
I heard it, but it's fine. Yeah. It was minor.
I'll mute it if it's bad. So there were a lot of positive comments, but not a lot of like funny or insightful comments.
Well, we've got a lack at the end of the season here.
Yeah.
That's weird.
But not for like bad reasons. Just people who are excited about it.
I feel like I've got a hell of a metaphor for this one.
Oh, I'm looking forward to it.
So the kid is representing the animators that draw the show.
Oh.
They're kind of messed up, showing us all these gruesome things. Yeah. And then I can hear your microphone again.
No, then, I was hoping to do it quietly. Go ahead.
And then at the end, with the flashing off and on of the kids watching it, that's us slowly having our minds corrupted and
turned into vegetables.
Turns to mush from watching too much Yami Shibai.
They're trying to corrupt us all.
Yeah, they were talking shit about us.
My only note for this is I don't think there is any. I just think just everyone's having fun. I like your idea.
No way, mine is the right one.
Probably. So, what is your personal score?
It's got to be a 10. They've been leading up to this for 3 seasons, and it summarizes the whole season and redeems a lot of the worst episodes instantly.
It's such a good episode, but I have to give it a 9. It's just my
10 for you then.
My little nitpicks. Do you remember the Night Train one? I love that one.
That was a really good one.
Yeah.
I just feel like I can't imagine them topping this episode. They'd have to put so much effort in, and I guess maybe I'll see in episode 100 if that comes together properly or not.
Yeah. To me, a fun episode has to work a lot harder to be a 10 than a thoughtful episode.
That's true. That's true.
I completely understand why you're giving it a 10, though. It's a very good episode.
Can't beat this one.
Yeah. So all that positivity, and I forgot to add the score together. It's easy, though.
Yeah, it's pretty straightforward.
109.
Wow, that puts it really high up the leaderboard.
Yeah, that might be our #1 episode. Even without joking, it might be one of the highest episodes we've ever rated.
We've definitely given out 9s and 10s before, so
yeah,
not sure.
It's up there. Look forward to the series recap when we find out what our top episodes were.
Next one.
Yeah. So, the next episode is called Tongue. But next week we're going to do a season wrap up. So, would you like to guess what this episode is now or in the season wrap up?
I think it makes more sense now.
Yeah.
I think there's a lot of gross out things you can do with a mouth. So
you mean like
probably going to be
gargle water onto a microphone?
I would never do that. That was a whole episode ago, man.
No one remembers that.
I'm guessing that means they're going to be going for some kind of gross out horror again next season. Maybe there's a horror scene where somebody has to lick a bunch of gross stuff.
Ooh. Do you think the carnival guy comes back?
Maybe.
So, thank you for joining me, Ghosty.
It's been good.
Thank you for being you. Bye.